Dumelang, you know what? I really like Akinanako. I don't have time. Akinanako. But anyway, whatever. So today, Gidi 4, it's November 2024. It's quite the hearty day. Go hectic, go intense out in these streets and Angnanda Banani. Yeah, and the message of the day is I need to get my hair dyed. Ain't nobody got time for your death spells. Like, I need to get my hair dyed. Haseki khuboitse getting jealous down monafatse. Look at my hair, y'all. I washed it the other day. These are my mini twists. If I don't get these done, as in tonight and tomorrow, basically just in the next couple of days, we're dealing with dreadlocks. And then I get the dreads. I foresee him. So just feeling like just get out of my hair. Alright. Happy in this particular interlude. It's an interlude. What's up, what's good, what's going down, and what's forevermore. Because I got some females out in these streets saying, I guess it is no wonder ke para application makeup o gana. Ki patata ba ore ke tsofetse ke na le 40 and I guess swimbo. Hashtag guess what, just like my jersey. It's tsubaneng, so too are you shrubbing it. So akwa para app makeup ko velo fela ko le paraga be face jana hore le tloetsa decision hore nna re ke latlhegetswe ke botle o want because ke feelang ka re le tawe. All that you will be dealing with is taba gore ke na le white cast sunscreen engwe ya mhlaba le mahura a most fatlhegong because I'm just an oily chick just generally. Bo oily ba which, let's just put that out there. It's the reason why it's so fale. And also Tabaro Modimo has just done it. Mamelang botigen chicken. I can like literally I just don't have time. I need to do my hair. Y'all keep on hearing hore sometimes over sometimes over depression because the business to death ritual until I abandon my hair it's next. Not this time. I guys are the mini braids. These are mini twists. Langudra. If you leave these in dreadlocks, I'm not trying to have anybody be all up in my grill on some, let me run my fingers through your dreadlock. I'm sorry, no, I chose an afro and we'll stick to it. Angnanda banan. Moraga needs doing. So got monaga be face the mohuri grand chapo o ke tshwantse ke go prepare to unravel the mini twister while they're still unravelable, while I can still bring these babies down without matata. Le shebile bana haba sepetsa ha go shebana le di death rituals alona ha ke na taba le lona angnanda banani but chicken ka go timna ni zongi blur le balang blur atla khongwetse go lentsong la Marina Jesu mamelang hurry. No one can speak and have it happen unless the Lord has first decreed it. Mini twisty is already gimo yang tretnisha ka but for as long as I can still do that and then unravel. Insofar as I can still unravel this thing, my hair is salvageable. I guess what spray or nothing. Mara already sekile 5 to uguyoloka. And your bloma manjeke in front of your ensemble. But why are you guys doing this to me? Why don't you say shut up. I can't alone. I don't care about y'all. Basari botigen chicken. Sele lona jwano. Sele lona. Ke ba nna ntse ba le busy bang zama ka di death ritual. Bang patla ke tlhokafetse bang patla ke loko le kasing bang patla ke le no brainer bang patla ke se teng mo lefatsheng because nyaba zeba ke ba ignore and na ke se ba ke le musani ngolaza le bona ya bona and ke se ba ke le musa go lonyala tswiri kwa ha ina men o kwa e ja fela kwa motogo wa monna o tlong rava sang ke be ke tlhoe di cherry tse ding until I get to a point where I'm seriously on some little woman die because oh my goodness, like my life sucks because my husband bites. Halitlong ravas and halitlong gelang my 4C hair. You're not gonna take my hair. You ain't gonna do no such thing like that. You ain't gonna do it. Y'all ain't gonna take my 4C hair. Halitlong tsela afro neki khudisetseng yona over sebajana and then next thing lebeleleng tula mo sefubeng krensha po ke feelang ka ke batlo tsa di cornrows this coming season ha ke sure mara di mini twist ena ke ha di ka ba brolo just like all of y'all. ga ke batla go ba mona sebaka ke a tshwa grand shapo ke apere sekipa sa go ba mogota cause ne ke batla go ba different outfit from maabane mara taba go tshwantse ke nne ntse ke change le di outfit mo pela lena ga ke na taba I don't care go ngwetse ko le ntsweng la Morena J so oof that had to happen. Well, who can speak and have it happen unless the Lord has first decreed it? So, I guess galona le bodomo bo. Bonang guys, wait, this is a mini braid. Like it's the one mini braid I ke lebetseng. A se ke go ba matted. I ke re ke tswa go di mini braidsing. Bona hore e methile jwang go tlase go the base. It's like a dreadlock anyway. I'm going to basically enter into a cockpit wrestle nkareke a boxer or whatever. Leon. Mara, it's going to be the only thing itlong sokodisang who bring her down because that's already mini twisty. They're only a month old, and insofar as I can put in spraynyana, le moisturizer, it's just going to tatolocha. Itlo girl, I'm not here anymore. I'm not here anymore. Ha ke teng fana. Grandchapo ke feeling ka re le deserve go lo bona aside for sore eyes cause you that thing. You that thing? Ko le bontsha hore di worries ka never again are you going to go mina nyong sahlela le kenze ntho ya go barsa nkare le Coca-Cola bottle le mo hara refrigerator le kenze go hara fridge e be barsa that's one's good ka miriri wa go ba menoto eleng all like hard knock let's ka tlong bora ke sister hyaluronic acid ga ke tsofala ye natural let's ka tlong borang hape ke sister Miriaka ya gola and a ke na taba le lena ha le tlong kira d thing Halong ravas and jefela just because you can ravazar. Ha get again. Kitlola waiting kola ta moisturizer something. Let's spray something. Holobon hore e yona mini twist yo tswa galula easy fela le fela and jefela wait ke ha about gliding right through my fingers. Kilo finger detangle. Wait it for C talk na ke grande gayon. Ha ke tsata mo e be ke khutla ke re bona ke refreshitse. Despite ba re batla go depressa ke be ke loke di mini twist aminizer for what? You are not worth my hair. I'm sorry. It's my glory motohong. I cannot have a luna kafela hale kopane hambanyo boda ko lata di moisturize. Dumelang, litikirle merciless. I cannot have a luna cause Lena frankly at this point ko litumpaka merciless right back. Ko litumpaka ntho ele deserving. Ko litumpa. Kafa ke metsi, that's what's good. Kafa ke spraynyana sa concoction se ke ketseditseng sona. And then kafa ke moisturizer ele ya anyense. Esangeng anyense mara e ke ketseditseng yona. In kanje feel ka I could say whatever fragrance vanilla angikho sure halotlong bora guys halotlong bora halotlong king halotlong king the death spells ke di krileng ke metsi mo the death spells ke di boning mabane after the last message ke yentseng and this time around keep taking chicken bazijela ukuthi mina kwamele ngishone bazijela ukuthi hayi suka Karabo rona ha re di type tsa go ba very extreme ga re graduate masisha nje fela to bulaya cause re basadi mara o tlhokafala girl because o ka se nna ntsontsong re ntsha ka ditswa pele di bonga ga kana mo broad daylighting nna my think that is girl ne o tlwela sisters wena wa bonga wena wa tswape wena wa somnganga nonetheless onzo le busy o apere borukhu bo sa go lekaneng mo setrateng monana o tlwela ne sister girl azanka re go ka go roma rololoya azanka go roma hape le ha modimo a go jweditse gore wetse keng monna o monyetseng ke feelang ka re ke ya loose ke feelang ka re monna ona o dangerous ke la bona bana ba le ba go tura ka bo expensive ba mona all over the girlfriend. You know these guys? Baba nang there's so much moaner over Medi, over wife that akakwazi ukukuplimenta uthola ngama backhanded uhlala kwatile when you take him to a braai lo muntu lo akanyakazi when you take him to your colleagues o here o jela matlapa o sia ndula dwadile mgaga ha gona go complimenta ha o tata o reka koloi entsha brother man is like it's nice baby it's nice mara bo nice ba teng ha etswa wa bona gore ke ka thata ke tsietse ke train e direitseng nice ya gaga lengetse that thing lengetse gay men lengetse banna ba competing the cherry banna ba says buying skelem so wena as a taken chicken you should have a career wena as a taken chicken you should be an okay lady that's what's good how ka tanyela monna o jwalo jwanong o le fraso o kraile divorce o bo tlo batla Karabo ra ipolai because na ke mo avoid ha ke di kene monna ha tlo tumpa ka korobela sa go deserve o ba le di insecurities, don't live like people. Monna ga tletse ka insecurity ga ka lo go wena sister girl ke a o ka lebala about being joyful mo lenyalong o chita go wena just for the sake nje fela go gontsha kankrapa, just in fela go ngwapa go gontsha bruzu o go chitela nje fela just to make you feeling got grandship you ain't all that in a bag of chips. Top of that, whatever he does, di tofo tsa teng e sonoro le di cherry ka fa nte ka fa hore a go tlisetsa yona die disease because o feelang ka you need handling. Monna o nang le mona ko cherryng o ka se moetsetse next o ka se moetsetse next. I've been with my fair share of jealous rodents for boyfriends. I've been with my fair share of the outie tse monelang girl. And guys, if I tell you, I would go right. I would go no bossy sako model C, sako skolong sa makoa. I would go na hosibua without him basically calling you a snob. Anza bua katabore na we can keep feeling karaka boss Tswana Karabo because kisona language ya mating. And I'm like wait again na mating yung sendi loko skolong sa di model C. I'm a model C. Bana ba di model C. Hore ke to khona go lo twenga mo pela gago. So if how but nna ke to twenga mo pela gago jabu. So monna jaka tswape just be extracted abuti eba extracted in the fell be brought down on just like a 4C he le disinstaller ba ibitsang D1 di mini twisty di mini ntshang di mini twisty ntshang di mini braids tsa teng le uninstall di random rubbish of a boyfriend mara we nyentse motho hanteng a o thateng we yentse monna we yentse husband ha o keta mo o botlo kwatela di Karabo o botlo kwatela karaka karamzoms o botlo kwatela ka resources o botlo kwatela kwanzai ai guys and ke motho wa go ba chill that's how my shit hair came out. That's what's good. As a shit or a split, I can say ke di very tse leng tsena ba di bitsang ko fosi ga ke tlhaloganye nna ga ke hair content creator cause le ganna hore ke be hair content creator so ko lentsha di somnganga tsa lona tse le di apere di bonga patsi e leng kentseng yona le batla go long chopta nkare le di lumberjack nyaya Karabo sisters le bo obuti ga ke se ke nna mtsalena lo lotlhe le kopane le di rabios don't live like people do nna ke motho wa fenga ditengele guys o ska tlong bora ka kama ke feelang ka morwaka o street ha o le sona o mopila o skono o street o ntswembu o give a growth o give a past growth plateau ke tshilo ka re other than ke gatetse ke breast length ke ha e ka excela so ha re itse hanke ke ira length check mo lifeng mara ke di reads mina isa tsena dia khankega ke na le forosa that's what's good ga ke na nna le di dreadlocks ga ke di ke ntaba tsa gonna Desiree life I guess bands can learn something has again Hanaganziba. Angandabayas, ya ngfuna mina iforosa ke batla afro ke listele di kamanyana mona mara rile ga go necessary di ririza mina isa ke feelang ka ge di ditengitse a ke jo ha le agree gore go ditengitse da go ditengitse guys why tshwantse ke lo ka ma vv and fela go lo make jo gore ka ma ya fetella and let's not get too extreme ke motho ga go khudisa 4C langkutla eseng le na ba ma 4C le senang di 4C a itse ke nna ga konntse ke fitisa di tool mo tlhogong because di re tsa mina tsa di tangle di bona go monate jwang da so tswang mo mina isa le na ba kenyang ka ma ejana ya go ba thin tooth mo mriring le batla go lo fokotsa le lo rabatsa le ro rense ka di re tsa lena nna ke batla go lo keep ta miriri length retention ke motho ha teng so e yona ka ma ga ke se bye so jaka galenze le busy le klapa le karapa ka di death ritual because nna ke le lanza tsa taba re lengetse bo jabu ba le monelang bo sisters we're not gonna do this the death spell tsa lena bathong mamelang di dintsi di dingatangatanya di dingata a ke re bo sister girls wa itse ke batla go lokopa cherry ele ona le some cheeky on the internet I ntseng di twist tsa go tshasa jwang guys mara mroka is not long enough higher attention le bona rene ke go ga mroka jwang mona ka tension o vetsen shefela a etsa chill cool in the gang go dengela fana to give body na batla volume a ke di dengela fela jana dia dengela di twist tsa cherry chiki ke hang dengelela and go le monate jwang ha ke shebeletse video ya gage ya Tuesday ya gage e dengelang eleng loose o ibitsa loose ke le leta eso le tlapitlapi e banana peel a be nje fela a twista jana guys asna taba jwang na batho a twista jana yo end result ke ha esentse nana le gethe nana le what they call body nang the body nna ke na le merero nang the body guys and so because mo romanizer ona le body ke feelang kare ha ke jona ka le leta wa monna o tlo dulang mo jarateng ya menaiza ang monela asas buys ke lam saminaiza as crankaiza next thing nna ke motho wa go ba battered wife next thing nna ke na o ke mosadi o sa ratweng ke mosadi o sa se buying se ke la mosadi taking chicken e tsedingwe and then next thing ke mosadi wa go ba selepe le nna ko ba sading ba bang nyaya bo girls ga konna di cheeky ke lo tsaya advice ya cherry ena wait nna ke feelang kare o nang khaza mara bona go dengela ga monate ga ka kang go lusu le se ka tlo irang heavy tension mona guys ga go necessary as long as di re tsa ga go tsa for CD cola like grand demo lifing ke mo ke fitileng teng mo ke motho wa go unravel di riri pela lena 1 or 2 or 3 ja fela go le bontsha go na muraka a ke tlo nna ntse ke keepileng cause gona le maru le di thunderstrike mo go di marofo ya menaiza go botlhonka I guess bye di thunderstrike tsa lena nna ke tswile mo tsona a ke re mama nyalo a lona ke di thunderstrike nna ke tswile guys this is how much hair nna ke shadile ka that one little twisty e tlogileng a ke tsebe if di shade or di broken mara ha ke na taba ha di ntsi go godisa di riri guys di yona di kana and ha ke tata go di khudisa mona le tlo nna ntse leng mona le batla go mpolaya utlwelang morena just ona le strategy don't live like people modimo na strategy for me nice and strategy sa teng nna go tsamaya ka sona go matha ka speed sa parafini go eketsa casta se menya ka strategy utlelang ne o ke metsi strategy guys is basically to allow enough death spells to fraz me to oblivion but not so many operating in one sitting that nna jona ke tlo philang kare ke filang kare tshwantse ke tigame no di la sekola ta nusunyana ko dengela mo yona nkare nna ke pendulum left and right nkare ke metronome ke kirile mzalwane next thing ke body le melaka le busy le tswile ka side cause ke tihengile nyaya modimo ona le strategy o tlo allow just enough death spells home phrase but not so many that lona ka barrage di smartisi what lot I got so di tlare litlong drop and fela ka actual finish myself off so di cherry taking chicken banna ke bona bang zamang ka di lepe because I kere ba ikerle di lumberjack ba bogile mo strateng ba ikerle di lumberjack out your chopping wood but instead of it being wood it's like I don't know molala wa Karabo ba o simamelang God has only allowed banna gore ebe bona ba tlo succeedang ba tlo prosperang gong zamalisu gong kiranar seklabon ke be di breast ke conquer ke overcome mara ha modimo sa batle setlhare se sebetse guys ha se yo sebetsa Hamodimo aranyaya no ising fana mona ke filang kare it's giving #failed spell #ineffective #it's not going out like that #itlopela #defibrillated #it's actually making like the only person getting out of a vehicle got whiplash in a horrible car accident ebulaying everybody else every so often honale whiplash Ising zi danger gevare game the car ongeluk accident mo situating every so often di tlhara tsana di shapa ka ke anti-climax guys nna ke mozalwane le ka seng barachi le ka stong le tlala di bombo le dijo tse gore tse dintsi fela and so far as di lendi sa mo godima rofo ya menaiza nna go tlhoka falanya ya guys modimo a ka seng tlobe a ka seng tebale nna ga ke lebalege why cause ke Reina Jesus child ke apple ya litlola motho a bathong apple as in khantla that was a chew ke apple ya litlola Jesus Christ day and so because ke apple ya teng every so often ke tlo fitla mona ke lo tlhalosa like no di lasela gopola ke ha ke tlhalosa ke re batho ke mo ba busy bang karapa bang wa pa ka di death ritual bona nna ke macabre bona nna ke depression bona nna ke utlwile botlhoko mafafatso le di stand up pills le di strike tsa di lightning ke tso di busy di ante a thuthumela mo strateng ho botlhoko mo lifeng ke a ikgama ke ha ke a tlhalosa hore bathong le tswetse le tse ka rubbish se ke la bona ke le botlhoko that day. And then the next day ka fitha mo ke ja bagel go le monate e nang le cheesy le liver spread go le grand le coffee e la ya go ba very very spicy. Ke re khavile in 24 hours ever since then ga ke so kopane le maru a teng mara ga se la le busy ha le sa le busy ke batla go le tlhalosetsa a brand spanking new thing. Nna ha ke na nako I need to get my hair did. Like I said, I need to get my hair did. Ain't nobody got time for that spells. Like, ain't nobody. I ke batla nna di-force me, di-force seats, I mean, nice. Already didn't look all up in my grill. Cause don't le bogey, le fitlhile mo strutting, le shapile straight, le phile bojotlhe, le phile maotla. Not today. Okay, come on. Ke mo ka mayang palega jaka ga lo nna le tlong palega one day ke tshelo ka after school is well after school ga ka le expect le na bo guys le bo girls gore le lengise matsogo no ga ka le expect gore le lengise matsogo ke expect 11 a re tlo fitla mona ka dintwanyana tsa go ngwampa le di footprint tsa go raga ke expect go ragwa gore le tlong khatlhela guys in because ga rena maitseo mara ke tshelo ka re ho wina nna ke nna Bruce Lee at this particular juncture ke Rambo nna ke Van Damme wena o tompo ko Bloodsport. You lose mara I will admit hore o tlo throw a punch lo throw di punch guys lo raga ka di kikemboboza tse tsa go ba sharp tse nang le metal plate on them le tla be le dala very dirt. Hey, I will not take that away from you mara le nna ke na le di weapons tsa mina so kopa go le tlhalosetsang stuff ne. Let's ba pina ele ya Christina Aguilera ga le leng zama di jara akere make me a little bit wiser, thanks for making me a fighter. Modimo o ntraina go lwana by allowing certain threats to come into my arena mara ba itse rona ke khona go ka go nka eng ke tlogele eng ke dampe eng ke walk away from eng ke however confront eng. The Lord knows what I can take. So you made me so much stronger, made me walk a little bit thicker. You made me so much wiser. Thanks for making me a fighter. Oh, you be walking around all up in my grill. No, I say you are not gonna win against me, cause you made me stronger, made me just a little bit wiser. Thanks for making me a fighter. Thanks for making me a fighter. Again, repetition. Mamela, modimo ga re traina, ga re latlheleng ja fela moharame koti go tloga bomo wena mo life o sa tlhaloganye gore what just happened like yo I can't feel myself. I can't feel myself. I can't feel myself. No guys, get training alongside. It's like, on the job training, in the sense that you be out doing an actual job marakana kwa teng wa trainer as well. You are taking actual calls mara also you are in training, so ba ka se go bombard ko calls and thing ka di calls at 20 in one sitting. Bathong only on your first week, girl, they're setting you up for failure on their day. You know what I'm saying? Boso ya teng ke haraka mo go because o irresponsible ka di intern. O irresponsible. Look, sto latlhela ngwana ba to ka di calls tse 5 in 1 minute. Abe flustered, a tshware mo a tlogele mo a break apart, a be le nervous breakdown mo pela bana ba bang, a lo faint, a be le epileptic fit on the floor. Guys, but tong boso ya go ba responsible yo go hira. Congratulations, you've done well in your interview, come in for the job. Aba go pharaga one call, aba monitara, aba go ba feedback, aba go pharaga second call, monitor feedback. Obolo shadow another colleague of which is sitting next to you just in case you fumble around. O tla tsaya call ya teng I fetsa a re no, don't worry, next time you got this. I get until le staring you na le Rambo iyo jo ai ejima playweights iyo jo wela Go get the dumbbell again. You that chick now. Umoto wa go move from 2 kilograms, 1 kilogram dumbbell to a 5 kilogram. Next thing you are just doing 10 kilogram. Next thing umoto wa bodybuilding. Una limisi fa osterkisi bad hong ra go tshaba mo strateng because o rambo. You know what I'm saying? As it's all a rambo, that's when the like already calls it 10 in 1 minute to the hand like fella with precision. Sikla bona. So jaka ga lena go corporate South Africa ga ba le ruta jalo go etsa memereko ya lena. Why do you think gore mo Reina Jason rona o tlo latlhela fela mo pitting o tlo latlhela fela mo deep ending I hit the ground running girl. It is what it is. Kunjalo nje labantu bagcwele ngenyongo. No modimo o tlo re go fokuso batho ba sona nje fela ba tletsa rubbish. So I mean re tla etsa ka bona ba tlo go tumpa Karabo mara wana just be strong. O tsona no modimo o re tumpa ka JBS. Guys, the way you are very nice. You think gore modimo is always sitting out in these streets telling us JBS just be strong, just be strong. Modimo na ga ke batla go nna strong because njaka go insist gore nna ke be strong bona bang pharile ka di death spell tse 20 ka letsatsi le nosi ga ke khone. It's my first day on the job, God. I mean, I've not been on the job for 1 day or 1 year. It's been 10 years. But even when you are that advanced, that advanced, like how the supervisor call centering, there are still certain things that you need time to basically resolve. Okay, the cases that on top of your head like that, like Mount Everest, that you gotta deal with, you gotta trudge through it, you gotta take the case to legal and regulatory. Before the day is over, you know, when all the clients like in the like on the day and right then on the call or resolve it. You're not gonna see Mr. Smith again or hear from him again. Mara then khona le Mr. Johansson o tlo fitla mo life nka yo story se telelelelele a le threaten go isa kwa Hello Peter a le threaten go suwa company. That's when then you get your supervisor involved, the operations manager or call center involved. That's when the CEO then taps into it because then he discovers that client is actually the biggest client of your company, and so therefore the CEO gets his hands dirty, and so you basically deal the situation in with kid gloves. Le deal like I kid gloves, guys. The kid gloves. Le very careful, and then this person o phone la rara ki supervisor, aba phone la rara ki CEO instead of kiwena call center agent who is very junior, because it's been what we call escalated. Ga go le hectic jalo go escalate ko mahodimong. Let's go to you know what happened in the book of Damn the Man? That's what's good. Daniel ki mo ga kopa answer prayer, and then ba mo tumpaka. No, I don't think so, because it was like a principality, the Prince of Persia. And then this Prince of Persia was so big that lower order angels could not move him out the way. Lower order angels could not do anything, so Daniel continued to fast. Daniel continued to pray for 21 days until the Prince of Persia was moved out the way by what I believe to be the Archangel Michael. Ozendile, an angel that was basically at the level of that principality, on the side of the head, I move out the way, and then Daniel got his answered prayer. So ga go escalate wa jwalo let's ka tlona gana go ngwana morona just so God in the season of go kraya answered thapelo ya gage gore modimo mo tlogela fela lo deala ka Prince of Persia. The principality ya go ndima Johannesburg yotle e busy dutse sefubeng sa mzalwane wa batho stoksiela le ene skepsa le a se bora eketseng a le botlhoko ngwana batho ba batla go mmolaya ke di high order satanists tse dingwe tse hectic tsa di high priests tsa ko Africa ka di spells tsa bona tse mbalwa tse di ngata he ba ituletse rona ba tlo gather together, like, you know, in Christianity it is written that where 2 or 3 are gathered, there Jesus Christ is with us. And I'm saying mara batho ba satane le bona ga ba sa rata go rokopa keng ba re kopa guys. So le bona ba rata go gather ka di 2-3 ba rata go gather ka di concoction tsa di number di nomoro ba file up auditorium ntse ba etsa di ritual against Donald Trump. La o belazi ba rona le auditorium ya baloi e ba batlang go loya Donald Trump ko America ole go jwalo a ke re mo lefatsheng cause le di satane ha le sa batle motho le tlo motlo sa ntse fela ka di spell le tjo re ha le 20 motho a teng o tlo tlhokafala. Mara akere ke modimo wa go tshireletsa. Jesus is the one that's like and Donald Trump ke batla go mo merekisa for America during this season or whatever la ntse ba sa matle bottom line is so being one now le nako ya ngwana batho ga lo tlhokafala. So baloi ba ke ha ba ka tlhokafala bona self ke ha ba ka lo ba knocked dead themselves ke ha ba ka lo ba #eliminated. Ke ha ba ka lo ba hashtag, I don't think so. Ke ha Donald Trump nje fela a ka lo dodge di bullet because we kenze Neo wa ko the Matrix. That's what's good. A phela ngwana batho ntse le mozama assassination le mozama only to realize hore modimo wa mo sebedisa for whatever purpose, because America ke mo ya hlanya e tsubile matekwane out here inhaling Kamala Harris for oxygen. Like, that's not gonna give. And whether or not Beyonce wa morata ga gona taba. That's what's good. So ha modimo a sa batle ngwana batho hore a look how athega because gupoke something, gupoke someone, gupoke a cult, a coven, gupoke abantu aba 50 nje coming at a Christian. No, God is not just going to abandon a praying Daniel in the middle of his 21-day fast to be subjugated to the tyranny of whatever that principality over Persia is doing. So basically, while Daniel is waiting for his answered prayer, he's not going to be subjugated to the tyranny of all the macabre, the melancholy, the despair, the sorrow, the sadness, the brokenness that under heaven that he could experience under that principality. The Lord will give him a peace in the center of waiting, such that by the time God gives answered prayer, because no a prince over Johannesburg. Yeah, by the time this prince over Johannesburg, by the time it's removed, Karabo has conquered whatever she can take in her stride. Oh, hectic. Go Zanzibar, you know, like she's reclining a chair, a straw that's swirly, out of which she is drinking some virgin drink, a pepper inside a pineapple. And then boo, answer prayers here. It's written in God's word that the wicked are like the tossing sea, whose waters bring up mire and dirt continually. There is no rest, thus saith the Lord, for the wicked. Galena pomolo, la singa la ravaza la dumpa, la mesikara. Wait, khaseke go singa nje fela. Le tletseka Hlongwane. So because galena pomolo, sometimes I can le what do you call this? They get to this teringi. Marate lackluster, generally. Ladies teringi ne, marata ho bora, cause really and truly you are more like cowards. Marabu tering balona le batla bo divisa le boetse look like it is teringi by simply harassing the living daylights out of one Christian. Lily 27. Cho batong tering se jwang. Le bully on that day. Little at la montunyana oh no, see, Lily 29. Lily 50 and Tlebo Abuti. Jaka Hali 50 Hagana, it doesn't mean that just because Lee 50 Mudimu or unleash 50 principalities on one thing, one about. You think Gugutinina you can conjure up a man demon? Tanguti you can summon Satani. Comprehend this things. Satani is rather summoning you. The devil can only do this much and not much more. We see that in the book of Job. Satane una linear regression constraint set, and I keep on saying that halasa khono bulang wana morana jeso le ka se mo depress to a point of khutipula ya bo girl, khutipula ya bo boy bo obuti le ka se mo khone ngwana batho lantse le mo batla so ntho e khozang motho re a lo tipula a se depression. Una go tsaya advice ya Lola Day fa show like ke lena la gagwe ngwana o le wa ko YouTube na wa nkgasa tle a re ke vele ke tlogele elenge guys ke vele ke la tlhalela fela mini twisty like that Qu'est-ce que va se qu'est-ce que too deep, just like let it go, you know. I'm swinging on a hammock khona le maya o mangata so I can let balance every so often I let go. Next thing what's coming out is like a bushy and super chubby, like thick bodied mini twist vibe, y'all. Na konka advice ya Lola Day for show. Shout out to Lola Day for show. Ke ratla di twist anyway. I re tsolang pen. Modimo ga lo la tlhela senya tsona le di 20 in one satanic ritual. Ga lo la tlhela di principalities tse 20 le ya ko Nigeria e busy e thomile ka Karabo VF. No, le balang. Modimo o jwetsa principality ena hore fine o ka bloma mo godima answered prayer ya ngwana wa Minaiza mara o ka se mo depress njenje. O ka se vele fela wa fitla mo dula sefubeng njenje. O ka se mo etse depressed, the macabre. O ka se mo iri dong dong da dong dong da dong 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 da. Basically give me no what thing in the background do. Le ka se tlo tsaya ngwana wa Minaiza ne ke batla le bontsha nje fela example le guys nna nka se tloetsa di mini twist tse tsotlhe mo pela lena ga lena maitse o ga le deserve go have nna ke be all up in my hair on your behalf mara ne ke batla le bontsha hore ntse le zame go depressa to cause me hore di twist tsa Minaiza di loloka ho loka lona nka re le nwele autumn harvest ka ofela le botlolo. Next thing wa tlhatsa ko party, next thing ga ona motho tsebang gore go kae ga ba go thola o go draining o tlhatsitse ka side mona o le sethotsela o tshwantse o lo iswa gae in a cold bed. Or o lo kena ko Smirnoff ice ward ya ko Baragwanath, or o lo wa ko stretching, or o vele o tlhokafale gona down cause vele di types tsa lona tshwantse di tlhokafale. Nobody cares. Ha ona motho nang taba le nana bor. Guys, wait Lola, ke feeling ka Lola ona le right jwang. Lola Day for Shola, girl, I'm copying your method. I hope we're doing that deck in comparison to the other ones that I had. Tsena di deck, guys, they're giving swabums. So the juice. That's once again. Modimo is not just gonna allow any such random activity. Guys, it's just not gonna happen. Just because Luna let's say on say about to by 29. Next thing Karabo busy watch u depressed wala u dikeledi u imetse ngwana ba thoke bucket of sorrow in one sitting. No, Modimo o tla okay fine, wait again. I will give you this much. Ne letla blocka ngwana batho hore a tlo grow a YouTube channel. Lo mo blocka ngwana batho hore a lo create di subscriber. Le tlo blocka ngwana batho hore a lo create merego le mosebe le chelente. Le tla mo blockation for the months on end because le swabine vele le that thing. Mana ga lo depressa ngwana ka nna go ven. Ga lo me depressa. Oh, but depressed maybe one day just to explain or that spell operate jwang cause tshwantse ke mo be mo emotional spacing eo hore a tlo gona go create content relatable. Mara afterwards le ka tlo sa sahlela ngwana ka di bombo tse 20 ka letsatsi e be le tlo expect gore na go motlogela gore a bombege. That's how Christianity works. Lona ba ratileng Satan le mwenze sofa satlana wa tshwa wa ikepela ka diabolo se. Obutile sisters the death spell tsa lona di dingata ke a tlhaloganya mara bo girl a re bueng bo girl wena tshwana tshwantse ke lo tlhatsa matsogo aka ga se go ban daga daga jwang fana mara bona guys in is na mini twist ya mina is a juice it's giving juice ke latlhegetswe ke that much hair kaya bidu or is there more I can show it ke feel like maybe ke mafosi but whatever ha hona dam Only a little bit of matting, you guys, you know. Mara still ke khona go kaka without too much qualms, without too much heat, without too much of a stroke. Sigla bona cause lengzama le ka sona stroke sa teng. Hona le batho ba batlang go nkobisa overnight. In other words, ba batla go nketsa say Karabo. Ba batla go ntsaya botle ba mina isa guys in is na ke le ntseng mara go be le khoko gakana. Ke le ntseng. Ha ke na taba mara akere. Ka lena ke tswa mo lena. Ke tlo tswa molona jaaka tswape ya tswa go tswa molona jaaka tswape. Okay, I raise one more because ke feelang re le batlang je fela go no bona one more se ke la bona generally ke comments ko morago nna ka di twist guys mara right now ke qala ko pele because a ke re ke bontsha lona anyway whatever yeah yo that's how Marina Jaso works. Let's just put that out there. Marina Jaso, how many of y'all have determined in your seances? Hello, Bulayam Zalon. O sebetsaka ngwana batho o trained. Ngwana batho, can you take 10 calls in one day? If not, it's all good in the hood. I'll give you 2 calls, but the remaining 8, I'm going to reroute them. To other call center agents. It's what y'all need to understand. God is not going to allow the bombardment that you bring to come to a Christian camp. The Lord is not going to allow that bombardment. It's alright, you might send the bombardment. You might gather in your seance. Indeed. Together you might hold arms and say, Karabo must be dead tomorrow. Lily 29. Like I said. Lily 78. But God, God will say, I will only allow Karabo to take 2 calls. The other 8, I will sparsely scatter them. That burden will be taken on my shoulder. The angels of God are going to block entities from coming all up in my girl and scratching her eyeballs out. I am going to personally intervene. I'm going to send the Archangel Michael. I'm going to send, what is this? The Archangel Gabriel, whatever. I'm going to send an angel to ascertain. Basically, it's written in God's word that the angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and he delivers them. All right, and also that the Lord will charge his angels concerning us, and they will guide us, they will lift us up in their wings so that we do not strike our feet against a stone. They will make sure that we don't essentially fall apart. We don't, like, I don't know, commit suicide. We don't basically just do stuff that's just at the nth degree. So lona basadi ba qadileng ka di death rituals di batlang mpolai when before nele mosebetsi ya banna ba go swaba ba le goneng lona cause ba le ngetse jwanong ba le fraza to a point of making you so horrible that now you want to kill umfazi utlwelang bo girls inazene le feelang ka rena ke le hlazo ke le embarrassment if you are telling yourselves ukuthi if Karabo ever were to get listened to pelile ngawe vele kudala kuphelile ngawe dala. You're telling yourself that if Karabo ever got heard go fedile ka wena mara gale go fedile ka wena. The moment you decided to go and do witchcraft and just on a loop keep on repeating without repenting, that's when, sisters, that's gonna dive off a building. Your spells will come back to haunt you. Your spells will come back to eat you alive. Your spells will come back to eradicate you. Lenza lili busy le duty outside of Bophelo ba Hlongwane trying to get her to go. Like, it's gonna be you. It's gonna be you. So basadi, mamelang, lona that have joined the bandwagon of trying to get me eliminated. God Almighty has given that job to only a few men, not even all of them. Because gender-based violence. Marlona, when you decide to graduate to new ways to sin, inventing new ways to sin, that's what's good. Your spells, from what the Lord showed me, haditwets are anything. They're like the additional calls in a call center of a flustered agent. She's just started. The boss is not going to, if he is responsible, allow those calls to get to her. To all the other experienced call center agents. Charge his angels concerning us to guide us in all of our ways so that we do not strike our feet against the stone. God is not going to let you kill me. That's suicide. There are so many women right now trying to do death spells on me, where before they had let men, they basically just sat back and let men do it because they realized that want me out, right? Ba busy gas queen she sabona cause I get girl taking chicken ba pere lingerie underneath marukwa bona. They are total women ba compete le basadi ha ba kwatile ha ba sa qomiwi as men, then they graduate to murder. Like, those are the men that you are out here dealing with. Those are some of y'all's husbands ba jwalo bana ba tletse ka jwa make GBV ba pata di topo tsa di cherry ko maboteng a mantlu a bona ba wa plaster behind that in construction work or ba ska thola le topo sa teng. Those are your men. But let's get GBV. Mara asa ba sadi janong ba join a bandwagon at GBV because you feel like I gotta die. You've reached a new height, a new level. Okay, South Africa has reached a brand spanking new area of concern. South Africa has reached a brand spanking new area of wickedness. Like, this country has officially lost its mind. The country is done for. South Africa, you are this country is going to cease to be a nation. You want to block my prophecies from coming to pass by killing me. Little basadi, they've been at it for a minute, but now women have joined the bandwagon of seeking satanic human sacrifice rituals. And the Lord has told me, Hore, I won't even allow a single woman's death spell to do anything to you. From Labafazi, because all they're doing is graduating to a new way of sinning. They have basically worsened. They've just waxed worse. They're like Cain trying to kill Abel. They are taking matters into their own hands. They are rolling up their sleeves and getting themselves dirty themselves. Because I told you about some cousin of mine 2 days, a day before yesterday in that video, how it is that invited 2 other women to come and be all up in my girl home lawyer. Now she's been among those who are now saying, girls, your spells are going to be blocked and they're not going to be affected. Essentially, what a suicide spell does is cause a person so much despair that they suddenly jump or something. Very sad. I understand what it feels like in one of my other videos, because during that particular day I was feeling that way. Mara was saying to understand that there is a suicide spell in operation. Mara, it's not going to take effect. It's not going to take root. It's not going to give you the requisite emotions. Mara, demarcation line, you will go this far and no further when it comes to rituals, witchcraft. When it comes to Christians, what God will allow, what He won't allow, there is a line. So gather lead 29, lead 30, lead 50. You can gather nibanini, yes, like it, but you can totally gather lily 50,000. Mara, if God has said, no, you can't kill her. If the Lord's decree is that you can't kill my saint, you will not be able to depress the saint until she feels so overwhelmed that she can't do anything, that she can't help but jump, that she can't help but hang, that she can't help but cut her wrists, but that she can't help but yeah, you're not going to be able to succeed. You're not going to be able to succeed. You are absolutely not going to be able to succeed. At most, you will just maybe block whatever, like things coming her way. Like for me, le blockile like a prospect ya go bugelwa, people watching my content. This cousin of mine, I had a dream last night of me getting, I told you that my content is eventually going to get viewed, right? The video that I mentioned horo busy inside rubbish all up in my grill, the Lord showed me that video in particular is going to get 1.2 million views. It's going to get 1.2 million views where I'm rebuking her. That's how prolific my ministry is going to be. Like, that's just one video. I'm going to have billions on views on certain others of my videos. That particular video that she's trying to block from anybody listening to the prophecies against her, she's already going to be dead. So I get but I guess what she needs to be worried about is the healing. Anyway, whatever. That video is going to get 1.2 million views. The one where I was singing. In that video, I started out singing, and then in the end of the video, I rebuked this cousin or kissing two other witches to try and do strange things and whatnot. 1.2 million views is how many people are going to watch that video eventually one day. And just the prospect of anybody watching that video, and like I said, I don't even know why Ali worried, because she's already going to be in Sheol. She's going to already be in Hades. Because what she's dying. With this witchcraft, but it's just the fact, like these prophecies that I keep on giving, the prospect of them coming to pass for some of these people, it's just so taxing. It is so taxing that by singamani some gang up, we're gonna gang up on her. People are telling themselves that they're gonna gang up on me. Hey, by gang up on me, guys, and cause me to eventually do that which I keep on saying I could. But you see, that's just the thing. The gang and the occult, the irrelevant, because it's what God is doing that matters. It's what the Lord is doing that is at this particular juncture important. It's what the Lord is doing, and not so much what you are doing. So whatever allowance you've been given, whatever leg room you have been given, understand that leg room is a season of grace that you might repent, because you're not going to succeed to bring low a Christian. The gates of Hades do not prevail against the church. If it is not a martyr's death that a Christian is facing, the Christian cannot be killed. If that's not what God has decreed, then the Christian cannot be killed. And I told you, you're gonna let the lami death rituals to try and debunk and disprove the very fact that I keep on confirming I'm gonna get raptured. Because of me coming here to say these things, you are then going to try and disprove and debunk Christianity by trying to do death rituals to go on a loop, like back to back. But it is going to be the attempts at my life that are rather going to take you out. You are going to be taken out. You are going to be taken out. I've got a Prince of Persia, or let's rather say in this instance, Prince of Johannesburg, chilling on my content. I have got a strong man, so that's preventing me from getting listened to. Do you understand what I'm saying? I indeed do have some kind of a hindrance and a blockage, but right next to that hindrance, right, there's not going to also be macabre. There's not going to be melancholy, just on a loop, like so much of it that I am overwhelmed. Because the talk that I got, y'all, the dream that I got, yes, like it, but like the dreams, like just back to back, like a whole bunch of them, like a whole chunk of people out here telling themselves that if they can club together, if they can band, I will finally go on the ground. And this time around, there is a cult of women, a seance in the basadi. In this feministic era, tell themselves they're not going to get anything done, taking matters up themselves because they are just wasting time. They feel as if though men are not effective. They have been sitting back, basically trying to not get blood on their hands, because they don't want the rap sheet. They don't want the rap sheet of having killed before. Because what men are doing to me is a crime of passion. A lot of them are happy, prepared, like quickly just graduate and just loose cannons to murder. Okay, because they're committing crimes of passion. But women, it's taken a while for them to get them. It's only been a very negligible number of women that have done death spells on me, like my cousin, like the one that used to be my best friend. Mara largely abafazi tend to avoid murder. Okay, they tend to avoid murder. Mara now so desperate. Everything first and foremost, and that's the biggest problem out here in these streets. The fact that you are scared by what I say, and yet you are not repenting. Over there, I literally cannot explain to you. Not even in the slightest. I am not going to achieve any success with you. That's what's good. Anyway, whatever. Abafazi are getting so desperate that they've basically worsened. They've gotten to a point where they now feel suicide is not ideal, but she gotta die because she's gonna embarrass us. Some of the ones of which say, when they're busy saying embarrass, by the time my content blows up, like my cousin, two of my cousins, two women, they are going to be in Hades, they're going to be in hell, they're going to be in regret for why they did what they did. So worrying about what the earth is going to say about what they did or are doing is just absolutely irrelevant at this particular juncture. But it is that thing, just the prospect of me getting 1.2 million views, like just the prospect of these prophecies that I give coming to pass, has made them do rituals as intense, as extreme, basically death rituals, to kill me. Because if I died, it would have been a whoops for women, because their first price was for me to end up with the kinds of men that they couldn't deal with, they couldn't handle it. Like amatota that are so freaking rotten that they make women evil. They make women evil. And I have been running away. I have been avoiding the living daylights out of such men, and for them it was first price for me to end up married to one of these whatevers. Okay, it was first prize for me to end up married to one of them. For bona, but seeing as Kiaba resista, like no man's business, I buy, like in the worst way. Lama totalawa, labatigina like yo, hi girl, how's about here? They're like, how's about here? As if though they're in any position at all to actually decree my death. They feel like they're in a position to decree my death. My death is decreed by none other but Jesus Christ. And from what that very Jesus Christ is telling me, I don't die, I get raptured. Anyway, let me take a walk outside and conclude this conversation. It's not going to be long, this video. I get busy, saruri, but I just wanted to basically make it clear and put it out there that no one can speak and have it happen unless the Lord has first decreed it. Like, no one. From that one braid alone. So yeah, the other one, it wasn't true, because I'd put the other hair in a tissue. This is how much hair I lost from that one braid. You can't just determine to do things. It's undoable. Do you understand? Just because we're now feeling other people that have been sent to do the work of the devil, they are just basically ineffective. Women have got a mindset like proper, you gonna envy me to the point of death. Girls, I'm going in the rapture. Mara before then, I say prophecy and I say respond by trying to kill me. You are going to get worse and worse, and in the pursuit of my death, now that you have made like men and joined the bandwagon of miscreants, completely innocent, tooth eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I get God would have given you grace, God would have given you mercy, God would have given you iskanti, girl, to do a better thing. Maramonawa, how was so extreme to a point where you now got me doing a video para makeup because you're like, she's probably not even that pretty, because application makeup, app makeup, crash up kiskobo, you be the judge of whether or not with my bare face. Like the way the link below the belt thing, you are trying to find anything, because some of y'all, but most of them including Spoko, chubaba mo the chin sileru marama batong Spoko ke ha ke le chubaba fight ke le chubi mama starting overnight didn't feel like a lady chubaba. Based on what? I mean, guys, melasma or like that chubaba was so bad, it wasn't even melasma, it was ochronosis. Like the kind of chubaba that is irreversible. How na dermatologist take a whole chusang. Ochronosis because some chick went to a spell. Literally, guys, there is a demarcation, a linear regression constraint set. You will go this far and no further. God is not going to bombard his saint with calls coming into their spiritual call center in a wartime. He's not going to bombard them with every last witch that can bewitch them. Because listen, the road is narrow that leads to life and only a few people find it. Alright? Harabangata as Christians. So at any given moment, literally we tend to be violently outnumbered by all of your baling bizikarun. So God is not going to let all of your rubbish smack us in one sitting. I need the loo and we'll walk outside after this. Jimelang Bantwana Mara Hakina Taba Lilona Hello Udwelang ne girls little guys I get it happy kitaba mudimu. That's just the big operative thing here. Kyona ntweri dilanga yona e umona ising lona mudimu akere so jaka go le clear that haletlong polaya lenze le bangata le serekisi joining, banding together, imagining her highly 79, then I will drop dead. First and foremost, shame on you, cause Giwan Lebangata. However, secondly, auto feeling at a death ritual that you did with 50 other people, only for you to be the one to go to hell. But because of the feeling you put yourself in that position like anything to do with you. You did it to yourselves, you guys. You did. One of my new twists already, the cute du joang y'all. They're giving vibing. I guess you're go to la pele ka je ku ke a tswafa maranka se khone tswafa because Mwaka o tlo loka and a re batle meriri e lokang mo strateng rona re godisa 4C hair. Ke maswabi ka the wind all up in your grill. Mara mamelang ne lona bo girls le bo boys ba senang maitseo. Maitseo alona ko a gotlisa mo a tshwantsa le teng ko a paka mo hara difuba tsa lona le diboko hore le be le maitseo. Because at present ha na motho o nang le maitseo mona mo jarateng. Ha ona motho o nang le maitseo o a bonagalang. Ke maitseo a fake am dubulo. Okay, ke maitseo a sa bonagalang grand champ. Maitseo a do ele ya go kenya ko avening. Obobula avening too quick, too soon. Queen's cake ya gago e be flopa e be le dimple in the center because you opened too soon. Ha ka tama motho teng yo boza ma go fetsa process ya go baka. Setse o sentse from the very get go. Ke maitseo a lona ao. A tshwana le Queen's cake e ya go flopa that is irrecoverable. Mara o bitse sentsane o e duba. O bitse sentsane o e zama. O bitse sentsane o attempt go resuscitate go fedile ka Queen's cake ya batho. Ke ha o ka qala from scratch sister o tsebe go ska bula avene again next time I get it before go fedile sentsane go le frugu o busy wena o bula avene tlogela ntho se snacks tse jwang o itse ga ke rate dustbin le mo e gatileng teng ene kwa go morago nna di dustbin a di bona di dustbin ke tse kwa go di go around